back at you with another video. Today, we got a special guest.
We've got this Bloody Ghost trick-or-treater that we picked up at Party City for about 70 bucks.
Okay, so what we're going to do today is we're going to go ahead and unbox this thing. We're going to put her together real quick, show you guys what it does, kind of give you an idea of if you wanted to go buy one of these from Party City, what you're looking for. We got a little bit more of a plan for this one though, so stick around. Alright, woman, tear into this thing. Just go ahead and lay it on its side. I think you guys can still see that. Here it is. Let me fix that camera. Okay. So, comes in a little bundle all packaged up. I'll go ahead and take the little ties off here on the back. And he should slide carefully right out. Okay, so. Guys, legs or arms,
Stubs.
Here's the bottom stand. Pull these loose on this side. They should still pull them out. Good. Get all this out of the way. Alright. I guess what we'll do is, hey, it comes with some instructions. On the back of these, it's marked A and A. These instructions out just in case I mess up. So you'll slide these down.
Hold on, it's got something that you're supposed to put on these poles.
That's how you take them off.
Oh.
Take them off. Alright. I noticed he's got some little shoes. Almost looks like both of his shoes are left footers. Okay. But that's okay. They're the same exact shoes. So, put those in, slide these on. Whew. Smells like burnt plastic. Okay?
Oh, these are his little legs.
And we got some little legs. I'll slide these down on top of that. Okay? Now what we got? The whole bracket piece. So these are marked B, which these are marked B. So you just take these and slide them down. Connect them. Okay? The instructions are kind of detailed, but they're not detailed. So I guess take his big noggin. So as you see on the back here, it's marked C. So you slide this down on the top. These are all just little push button connectors is all they are. So got that one. I'm going to go ahead and put you guys on another camera real quick. Alright guys, so off the back of his trick-or-treat bag, it's marked E. You'll slide E into E. You'll flip that over, because my wife is
I'm trying. My hand was hung up.
electronic expert. Put that down, and then you go D to D.
Okay. Here.
Oh. Like so. All right. Now, take this and somewhat pull it back a little bit so everything kind of lays into place. All right, so where's the jack? You don't have anything to go? I guess we're gonna have to put batteries in it for now because it didn't come with the wire plug. Okay.
That's awesome.
All right, so since we didn't have the cord, which it says you need a 6 volt cord, they didn't supply it. We're gonna go ahead and slap some batteries in this guy. Okay, now.
Yeah, turn it on.
Good. Turn them on. Right there. Ta-da! Alright guys, this is what it looks like. Let's go ahead and turn it on and see what it does. Does nothing. So I think he's motion activated. Sounds like to me. Alright, go ahead and shut him off. I don't know how long he's going to be that.
He's not all the way up.
Okay. Alright, so our idea, I guess, when you're looking at him, he looks pretty good. He's got this, looks like Kool-Aid, red Kool-Aid all over him. We didn't really like the sheet. When you peel this up, there's actually a skull under this face. But his arms right here, they're wire. So you can basically pose him. You pull these up and pose him. And like I said before, under him, looking at it from the back side, he pretty much just rotates back and forth on this and just plays the music and his eyes light up. So, show you what I'm going to do. Ta-da! So what's our idea here? Sam from Trick or Treat. So a couple of years ago, our child had this costume. And hopefully it's not going to be too big. And then this came with the costume as well. So what I was thinking, everybody's gonna have one of these because they're $70, you know, and you can just buy them from the store. So we wanted to do something a little more custom and our own. So with this guy, how he tilts and turns, I was thinking maybe I can dress him up, make him taller, and then slap this bad boy on him with that costume, and then we'd have a little Sam from Trick or Treat out there.
Animatronic.
There's an animatronic. So, that is our plan right now. We'll probably need to go buy some parts. I just wanted to do an unveil and set him up and show you guys. He is pretty cool. I mean, if you really wanted to, you could just get a new sheet, put new blood on it, make him look even more scarier. But I got new ideas. I don't know, I think it'd just be easier to make something cooler out of this guy. So, that's what we're going to do. We're going to go ahead and find some parts, and let's get to it. Okay, first things first, let's go ahead and see if we can break this glue loose. And we'll pull this sheet off. There. You guys might be in for a surprise. They really got that glued on there. It's like super glue because it's pulling off chunks of his face. Okay. Ah. Yeah, that looks a little bugger, isn't he? Okay, now around his wrists. I think they got it glued again. If my cameraman would stop trying to help me and film. Camera woman, let's say. Damn, I'm gonna get scissors out. Yeah. They're just fighting me. It's like they put a ton of glue around this dude's wrists. Hi-yah. Okay, got that side. Whew! Golly! Okay, guys. It's coming. It's gonna happen. Yeah, get angry with it. Very angry with it. Okay. Ah. There we go. Ta-da! So this is what he looks like. So what I'm thinking is between these little hands right here, I'm gonna run the saw right down the middle of this. Break these guys apart, get this bag out of here. So then I got two separate hands out here like this, and then I can move them and bend them, and we got more pool noodle over there that we can put on there, puff him up, make him good. So I think what we're gonna do first is put the mask on him, even though we're not gonna use his head. Put the mask on him and see if we have enough gear to twist with that heavy mask on it, or do we need to plan something else out here before we get too involved. So, I got his little Sam head on. It's not the exact head. I think what I might do is either stuff this one full of stuff, or I'll just put one of these on there, and then we'll stuff around it so it makes them nice and round. So, let's fire it up and see if it'll still do what it's supposed to do. Still works.
Are his eyes trying to light up through
Yeah. Might have to unhook his eyes. Okay guys, so as you see that worked out pretty good. So now what we're gonna do is you have your buttons up here. There's one there and one on the other side. So you click them and then you slide this guy apart. And then on the bottom here, right there where that slit is where she's pointing, there's another two buttons. So I'm thinking if we could find something to either slide this inside of, or we cut it like right here, and then we measure up how tall our costume is going to be compared to this dude, and then we extend this piece of the leg up with that piece. We could either put screws through PVC or glue it so that we have that section so we can still unhook it here and unhook it here, so then this guy can still be stored easily. So I think that's what we're gonna do. We'll have to run to the store and check out and see what we can find. We're gonna just take these metal pieces here off and we'll take them in. And then what we'll do is just get him a little higher. Then we're gonna do the whole cutting of his hands apart right here. And we need to build his little sucker.
He has one of those little jack-o'-lantern suckers. So I'm going to have him holding the sucker with one hand and then the other hand down. Might even put this bag back in his hand or something. So he looks like he's got his sucker in his little bag. He's supposed to have a gunny sack, so maybe we'll find some, what's that stuff?
Yep.
Gunny sack stuff. Burlap. Make a little burlap bag for him like he normally has, and we'll put that burlap bag in this hand. And then see if we need to switch out his head, but it seems like he's going to have enough gear to turn him back and forth and make that work. So I think this might work out pretty good for us. So we'll run to the store and we'll be right back.
Boo. You're so scary.
Okay guys, we just got back from the store. Picked us up some PVC pipe. Basically what we're gonna do is we got these 2 stakes that are on here that came with the prop itself. Get this stuff out of the way. Now, put those on. Cut these to about 2 foot 8 inches. We'll see if it works. So we'll slide these in here. These metal poles here are going to help it to balance and stay. If you want, you could measure from there to that hole where that flip thing is, and you can put it in. I'm not too worried about it. And then what we'll do is we'll mount this guy. He just slides in to this PVC pipe, like so. Alright, so then now what we got to do is we got to take this guy's little hands and get them off of these metal rods, pull this bag off, and then I need to go out and cut these hands in half because they're stuck together like this. So when we cut those apart, then we should be able to bend these little arms out where we want. We can finish putting on the rest of his clothes. So then we got his little sucker we still got to make, and then we're going to make another burlap bag, which is what he carries. So he seems still pretty sturdy so far. I think once we get all the clothes and the weight on him, he should be fine. And then hopefully these arms are long enough. They might be. If not, then we'll extend them out a little bit further, and then we're going to put pool noodles down those arms, and then we'll put pool noodles down his legs so it gives him a little bit more padding. And well, see what happens. Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
Got anything for us?
No. That's about it.
It should be pretty cool.
Yeah.
I'm thinking.
Should work.
We'll see. If anything, we might have to. Well, his shoulders are pretty buff up here.
Yeah.
Wish it kind of came out a little further because the little dude's gonna be like. But I guess your legs are pretty much shoulder width apart anyway. So let's give it a shot. I'm gonna take these things off and we'll go from there.
Now you'll want to make sure we save this. We can get this out of there, and then we're going to put it on his chest. That's the motion sensor. So now I'm going to see how they got these little hands in this metal here. Feels like glue. It's almost there. Come out. Don't want to break him. Alright, after a little bit of love off camera, where I could cuss and yank and do whatever I need, got them off. But they were hooked on the end, so when you pulled it out, it was pulling this whole thing. So I ended up bending the heck out of them, but we got them off. Anyway, I wanted to put pool noodles on this anyway because this is just nothing. Pool noodles are nice and thick, so Now we can actually take these and we're going to cut them straight in half right here. And figure out how we're going to be able to put our bag and our lollipop on one side. Okay. Now we're going to cut these off because we want to eliminate this little baby foam and replace it with some nice thick pool. Remove these. Pull that out of there. That's what you're left with. Now what I think I'm going to do is cut a little bit of this off so it'll allow my pool noodle to come kind of through and out a little bit more so that we can, we might be able to bend it up like this. Anyway, I'm going to try to see if I can get my pool noodle on there right now. Okay, I'm going to slide this pool noodle down. Okay. Now I'll put them on here so then we can put our hands on and then we'll be able to move the arms to wherever we want to pose him.
Alright, so for the sucker we got these little jack-o'-lanterns from the Dollar Tree. We're going to use probably about 5 of them to make it thick enough so we can put our wooden dowel, which we got these from Walmart for like $1.99. But then we'll take the wood glue, glue them all together, let them dry real good, and then we'll come back with our paint and paint them orange and put some black accents on them. So that's what we've got going for the little sucker that Sam carries. So when you get them all lined up and smashed together, just make sure that they're all setting evenly on top of each other so they're not crooked. And then just push them all together real good. And then we gotta wait just a little bit for the glue to dry. And then we'll be able to go and cut the little bite mark out where he took a bite out of it. And then we'll be able to paint it. And then drill the hole for the dowel to sit in so it looks like it's on a stick, and we'll cut this down some and then we'll paint the pumpkin orange, and that will take care of the little sucker for him. Alright guys, so we got it all glued together. We went out, cut it the little bite mark out so it looks like it's got a bite mark in it with a saw. And then we put some wood glue on the dowel rod and we drilled out a little hole to place it in. And I'm going to put some wood glue on there and stick it back inside there so that can dry in place, and then we'll get it to how long we want him to hold it and paint it. Okay guys, so we've got the stick on the little sucker, so it's all ready. So what I'm gonna do now is paint it with some orange paint, and then we'll do the stick black and orange because that's how his was, and then we'll go around the eyes and the mouth and stuff to kind of with the black to give it a little, to try to match it as best as we can to his little sucker. Okay, so there it's painted, and I'm gonna let it dry, and then we'll get it all painted so it's brighter orange.
Okay, it's coming right along, guys. We got the hands outside. What I did was I filled them with spray foam so that the top part where I cut wouldn't have a big old opening. So now we can just shove the sucker and all that stuff in through there. Now what we're going to do is I think we've got these pool noodles cut down. And the Pooh Bear here is going to go ahead and send them down to the bottom so that he has a little bit more leg to him.
All the way, or oh, we'll just kind of
Eyeballed as we go.
yeah.
Okay, so then we got this guy going back up there. See if we can get this guy dressed and put back together, I guess. Sensors on the bag. Okay. See how this is going to fit. You can probably end up all high watered, all, hey guys, wait! Seems like it's fitting pretty good so far. Okay. See if he looks like a string bean or...
Well, it's real baggy, and even on the...
Almost looks like, well, he doesn't really have a belly though.
No,
Okay.
because see, even in the picture of him, everything,
Well,
so...
he's normally busting the sag.
Yeah.
So then after we get the head done, which I'm not going to put it on right now because you're not even zoomed in, what we're doing is we're waiting for the hands to dry, so then we'll go ahead and hook it up, put his hands back on, and then we can pose these arms right here. And we'll be about done.
Yeah.
He doesn't have much of a booty, but he's just a small child. So, demon child. Look at his little head. His shoes work perfect. We actually didn't even have to change them out or get new shoes. So, all right, we're gonna wait for the hands to dry. We'll bring them back in and put them on them, and then we're gonna work on that gourd.
Okay, so I got a roll of burlap. Basically all I'm going to do is cut a streak here. Or actually I'm going to cut it across here. And I'm going to take the hot glue gun, because I don't sew, and run a bead there, run a bead there, and we'll fill it up with a little bit of light trash. And then bundle it up on top, tie a string around it, and then that's what's going to go in his hand. Okay guys, I thought of a better idea. So I pulled the foam back out of this. I had it foamed up like that. And I drilled a hole through the bottom, so what I could do is shove the bag through, and then this big opening right here, I'll have it feather out, and then tie a piece of rope to it. So he'll have his bag. Alright guys, pretty much got this bag done. Went ahead and hit it with a little black spray paint, kind of misted it. And if you look close, got his little hand done. So now we should be able to stuff it back in there, hopefully. I tell you what, do not touch spray foam with your bare hands. It makes a mess. And now this little dude's arm. You can kind of go down to his side a little bit. Like so. Alright, we're just waiting for this to dry. As soon as this dries, then we'll cut it. Cut all the rest of this off, and we should have a pretty good hand. And then we'll go ahead and put the burlap glove on him. And the sucker, the Pooh Bear just got done with. Ta-da! And then we'll put it on. We got that hand pretty much all done. You can see where I broke it over here, so we put the glove on it. I'm going to take it out and give it our little paint job. We got our sucker there. And we'll shove her up in there, and I think we'll be calling this a day. Got the other hand done. So I'm going to goop this thing up with some hot glue. And we'll shove it on his stump. And hopefully it stays. Okay. Now we just take him and pose his arm a little bit. Yeah. Like that. Ta-da! Well, there you go, guys. We turned a $70 Bloody Ghost trick-or-treater from Party City into this cool little guy. Now, these things, I think, go for quite a bit over in Trick-or-Treat Studios and Spirit Halloween. So we built our own, had our own costume, had our own mask. So we took a cheap one and turned it into a nicer, expensive-looking one. So this guy's going to work pretty good. He turns nice. What did you think about the project?
Not too hard. Everything turned out really well.
She painted up that sucker. That sucker looks really good. Delicious. We got him looking all weathered and tattered and He's still got his sensor going, so we're gonna order up I think it's a 6-volt power adapter so we can run him outside. I don't know how waterproof he is, but I guess we'll give him a shot. If anything, we could seal up everything inside, all the electronics. But other than that, go ahead and shoot us a comment. Let us know what you think. If you're not a subscriber, think about subscribing maybe. Till then, I guess we'll see you on the next one. We got a couple more coming out at you. And we're going to knock them out, I guess. So, see ya. Peace.
Bye.